so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line.
60 boxes, 60, ready.
Willis looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Davis now to return it. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready, break. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now Willis to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
19, Charger, 19, go.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Willis. Steps away to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 3rd and goal, Willis. Flushed out right. He finds Hopkins complete. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Warriors 70. Ready.
4th down, Willis. And it's good. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball. Derrick Henry all alone. zone. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big run there by Henry. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. Willis looking to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Baylor Tigers.
Now it's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Titans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Willis and the Titans come to the line now. 1st and 10 at their own 42. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Willis. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 1st down carry for Henry. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st and 10, Willis. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen taking it in. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Titans 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the gun, here's Willis. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Cougar 19. 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw, Willis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Willis to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Willis. And this is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Willis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Willis will look to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It'll be a big loss on the play there, an absolute disaster, really. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Chargers will take over here. to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy 1st half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his 1st season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 18-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
3rd and 2. Here's Levis. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go, fourth down, Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. Now he's free to midfield. Austin Eckler. He's to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. 167 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. James now to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over first and 10. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at the 34. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Here's Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And quickly they get to the line. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's got room. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Fourth down, Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And running with power here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A 2nd down throw from Levis. And he rifles one incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. That is a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, 26 yards. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Willis back to the air on 2nd down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 31. Willis wants to pass it again. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Henry. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not...
Oh, now meanwhile, contact downfield on the deep ball. Penalty flags come showering in. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Cap 60, cap 60. Go.
Willis to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7. And got his man complete. Now inside the 25. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Here's 2nd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
Throwing, Willis. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Willis. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Herbert changing things up. They'll roll him out right. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour.